All right. Hello, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. It has, yeah. I still have no idea how to really do this, but yeah, that's just how it goes. Last time, the team finally defeated a bunch of hunters that were attempting to. We're attempting to capture this girl that they have found. The team believes that they were the Wild Hunt. They may be. The nature of that is still unclear. But after defeating them all and a giant and their hounds, the team found their caravan, which was basically a prison transport as well as another carriage there that seems that they've yet to explore yet. And of course, there are many hellhounds that they rode in with. The ones pulling the prison carriage have remained. The others have disappeared into the ether, unsure as to they've gone as the team had approached and did stuff. But there was a new friend in the prison transport, it turns out. As alien Varys looked in and found Avril Rose, our brand new member to the team, who had seemingly been captured by them. I guess we'll find out more about them today. But otherwise, a bonfire was laid magically by the new companion, and Thoricus went off and cut themselves up some Yeth hound.
Harvested meat.
Yeah, harvested some meat from the Yeth hounds for dinner. And that's basically where we're at. The team is very exhausted. It has been a day. So yeah. That's where we're at. What's the plan? What's the haps?
We should eat and then sleep.
But there's things to look at.
If you want to look at things, go ahead.
Ailey will want to explore
Going to
any
nap.
of the caravans that are around, or even the one that they were just in, for anything of interest. Mostly shiny and weapons.
Okay.
Any one, because we've already had one person pop out of there.
Yeah, and
fair.
anyone as well.
That's fair. Well, roll an investigation check. You can check the prison transport.
Yeet.
Right.
Prison transport not got much in it.
No.
Just prisoners.
Just a prisoner. Just the single prisoner.
Wait, I'm not snacks.
Yep.
Yeth hound is snacks.
But you said there were. But I'm not. I'm not snacks. I just made the snack machine, the bonfire.
Huh?
Fair.
Thank you.
Not sure what's happening, but I feel a need to assist Ailey.
Fair. Well, there is another whole carriage there.
Can Ailey go look at the other carriage?
You may.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Is it the same investigation or a new one?
No, it's a new one. You're investigating. Varys is also investigating.
Looking
Good thing.
slightly better in caravan, but she must be hungry by this point. It's kind of like,
I feel
Yeah.
like, you're smelling the roasting hound of the bonfire.
Delicious.
I will be by the bonfire now.
Let's move it over here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Just
we can't
about to do
move
that.
ourselves, yeah, because game pause.
Yeah, game is paused because there's not really anything for you to do on this map.
That was buzzy from my end where I go to move myself and then I'm just yeeted across the map.
Yes. So, you open up the back of this other caravan, carriage. Does not seem to be locked in any way. Just immediately open it, no problems there. Look inside and find a set of bunks that would
Oh,
keep about 6 people.
Did
That
we
are-
kill 6 people?
we
So-
killed a number of people.
You have killed a
least
number
6
of people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elves.
Yeah, the reason that we don't know whether or not they were the Wild Hunt was because we didn't leave any witnesses.
That is true.
Well,
Didn't get away.
aside from the unicorn that dipped.
I don't think
Which,
Unicorn
fair enough.
entirely knew what was going on either.
Do I count as a witness?
You didn't see the bloodshed, so no.
But you
No
saw the
witnesses.
but you saw the people
Yeah.
You saw the aftermath for sure.
and the before math.
Yes, you met them as beings that were alive and had hopes and dreams, and then they very shortly did not.
Did-
Oh. Fair enough.
Did they say who they were?
I don't. Oh, that's a good question. Did they?
No.
Let me check my notes.
So...
Not to us, but maybe to our new friend here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they were all captivated with them.
Yeah.
I didn't strictly say that they said anything to you.
Yeah.
But go ahead and
Aside from get in the van.
yeah, that was essentially it.
You didn't lose it. We're going shopping.
Yeah.
And the shopping is people.
Yeah, you sort of
You
yeah,
are
you
the
cleared up
shopping.
last time that they were just like, hey you, we're tying you up, get in this cage. So roll me a perception check to see what you perceived while you were with them.
First roll.
All right. So you remember, well, firstly, you remember this girl, that they're with. It's interesting that there are 2 of them currently. You're not sure exactly why that is, but they're identical in every way, except for one of them. One of them, their hat isn't as magical as the other. It's not copying the expressions. So that's the only way you've been able to differentiate them at this point, but otherwise pretty identical. Which is funny because the icon is entirely different, but hey. I'm not gonna go around changing that stuff. That's just annoying. You remember them calling her Angela, and her not being particularly happy about being caught, but having seemingly been released and captured again multiple times while you've been captured this whole time. But you have not heard them refer to themselves as the Wild Hunt. Just that they were hunting. Yeah, they haven't. It's not often that people refer to themselves in third person. So
Yep.
yeah, just like these guys don't go around referring to themselves. Their team name.
What is our team name?
The
Who are we?
The Crimson Muzzle.
What?
What?
Really?
Yes.
When did we decide on that?
You didn't decide on it. It was given to you Well, it
Ah.
was.
Well, therefore, it's not actually our name. It's just what some people refer to
It's
us
a,
as.
a moniker that
Yeah.
others have given us.
Well, the Wild Hunt may be a similar thing. You never know.
I believe that was when
Yeah, but-
they got like the information of
Oh yeah,
like,
they got you guys got so
aliens
wrong.
rumors. Yeah, like Ellie spread a bunch of rumors about us,
Oh,
and we became these like
yeah.
fantastical
I
hero
forgot about
creatures.
that.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
those are like fake names. Because, then the Fae can't use it against us.
It's true.
Is that a thing we should have been doing? Because I just
Probably.
haven't the entire time.
None of them have been like, "May I have your name" or anything like that. So you're probably in the clear.
Hmm.
So to the group, when they've asked me if there was the Wild Hunt, I mean, they looked kind of wild, and they seem to hunt that girl over there a whole lot. Their name's Angela, the one with the face hat or the other hat. I don't know which one. But
I think Jin would take the time to transform back now. Not me. Not me.
That is less
Oh.
confusing.
Hey, cool.
Oh hi, I'm Jin.
Nice to be. Is this what you always look like?
Yes.
Cool. Do it again.
Most of the time.
It's not what he always sounds like, though.
That is true. I don't always sound like this.
Wait, what does he normally look like?
He normally looks like a half elf, with short black hair.
His token.
That's what I thought. Because, like, he was being a cat for a while, so I'm not entirely sure.
We don't
Yeah.
know what his true form is.
No, that's
But
why
this
I'm
is-
like, what is
this is
his
what he's on.
usual?
You asked if this is what he normally looks like, and he said yes.
That's why I'm like, what does he look like right now?
Currently looks like a half elf with black hair.
So,
Short black hair.
so I never really heard them talking about themselves much. So, all I really remember is hopping in the trailer. I don't really have much more to tell you. I'm sorry I can't be more useful. But I did make some really cool sketches of their face between the bars. You want to see?
Yeet.
Like flips through sketchbook past absolutely
Ali-
insanely demonic sketches that you're seeing in between portraits of people and wildflowers, or like perfectly nice landscapes. Occasionally there's just like absolutely insane demon. Oh yeah, no, just skip that one. Just skip that one. This one.
For Ailey, this is completely normal, and
Yeah.
they will continue as if nothing is wrong.
Nope.
Don't know about the rest of the team.
Seems fine to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see insides on a regular basis.
Yeah. They've seen worse.
I like
We've done
making
worse.
outsides into insides. I mean, hi.
No, that's
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 into
that's,
ins?
that's fine.
Like eating people?
No. You see, if you use fire on someone enough, you melt off all the outsides, and then their insides become their outsides.
But weren't they
You
just
said
inside?
outsides into inside, though. How does one make... Wait, what?
But like if your organs were on the outside, just sort of hanging there, but your skin was inside, attached to your bones.
But that is your insides becoming outsides. How do
Maybe
your
I need
outsides
to melt
become
someone
insides?
hard enough to see if I can do that.
Hmm.
Let's work it out.
I mean, traveling with us, you probably have the opportunity to put that into the field work, test that
Cool.
hypothesis, as it were. Sorry. So, question: you said that you can set people on fire. Are you good in a fight? Because I noticed that you were captured, and I don't want to make assumptions, but I would also like to know.
Well,
We asked that last time,
I think
like
I
5
think I've
minutes ago. I mean,
I think I've had some good practice fighting. There was this guy, and he had this really big castle, and we totally walked in there and messed with him and all of his friends and all of his friends' friends. And then there was these other people that were like really pretty ladies until actually they weren't. They were all creepy and hunched over a barrel. Like, yeah, I fought lots of people.
Oh. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. Varus continues to rifle through things.
Perfect.
Yeah, but the pertinent information is being given. That's all that he needs.
Yep.
I love just the acceptance.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, man, if I questioned all the weird shit we were doing, then we'd be here forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
That is pretty true.
All right. So looking through this caravan, yeah, you find that it's mainly seems to be like a sleeping space for these rangers. They don't really have a lot of stuff. They've got like spare clothing, not like any armor or anything like that. They've got like some spare ammunition, like spare arrows and stuff, if any of you really cared about that. Other than that, on a 16, I'd say you find the correspondence stash, basically. A drawer full of letters that are written on like perfectly white paper. So even you as a tinkerer, as a man of technological know-how, getting paper this white and this thin is a marvel to you. And it is also written on it in perfect calligraphy, in beautiful golden and silver writing. Is unfortunately all in Sylvan, so you cannot read it. But it looks beautiful, and you're like, how did they get paper like this? This is awesome.
Okay. And Varus has all been doing this at like a breakneck pace as well too, because his boots are still active.
Yes.
And then he zooms out of the caravan up to the bonfire and hands over the Sylvan writing to Thoricus. I can't read this. Could you have a look at it, please?
What do you mean you can't read this? And I
I don't
just
know.
could I just start reading it aloud and sort of awkwardly translated common?
Sure. It's extremely boring, as it is like royal speak. So lots of like, thous and these and very fluffy. Like to wit the leader of the hunt. Just very rosy language. Doing it literally into common is just like
So I wouldn't do it
boring.
literally.
Yeah, but you
I
skim.
do it Thoricus style.
So I'd say you skim through it.
If you've got it written down, you can feel free to send it to me.
I do not have it written down, I'm afraid. Yeah, I was not planning on having you just read it. But it's in a nutshell is correspondence between this. As you find reading through it, this is a sect of the hunt. It appears that there are many other groups of rangers like this nearby, based on the information you're getting out of this. And they've obviously been exchanging letters. You can't really tell what they've been sending, but based on what you're receiving, it's like who they've run into, who they've captured. It appears that they told this royalty or this nobility that they've been sending messages to, that they caught the sorcerer that they've just been holding on to, that they're going to bring back at some point, and that they have been systematically training the hag, is what they've been putting it as. And like detailing the progress of letting Angela go and seeing what abilities she gets every time they try to recapture her.
Oh, that hits too close to home, Vithoricus. And you know what? Doesn't vomit. Really had to
Good
swallow
job.
it.
Successfully not vomiting. Good job. But do you relay that to the team?
I mean, after they watch me swallow my own vom, yeah.
Perfect.
You good? You okay?
And I can't fucking move myself. I go back to the nearest corpse and just start kicking it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Right on. Well, that's pretty much all you find in the other caravan. But yeah, it based on the details that Thoricus has found in there, you imagine from simple and not intuition on a move, just narrowing down of the facts here, elimination of possibilities. These are probably likely the wild hunt, just not being referred to as such. And yeah, there are other groups of them around, but not necessarily close enough for you guys to worry about them, at least for tonight. And that they have been indeed in contact with probably the Queen of Air and Darkness, is this royalty that they are talking to. So yeah, and they seem to send and receive the stuff relatively often, so it might be prudent to get off quick before they're noticed missing.
That's a good idea. There are bunks in there as well too, so we can sleep in the bed for the night. But after that, we should probably get going.
All right. So, who's on first watch?
Ailey.
Haley?
She's normally down for that.
All right. Well, there are 6 bunks, and there are... I guess there are 6 of you, not including Codswallop. Well, there's 7 of you, but obviously someone's going to be up for, that, for the stuff, for the watch. Brain work, please.
Varus doesn't also take up an entire bed himself anyway.
That's true. All right. Well, yeah. Well, you all load up into various bunks. You can decide however you guys want to do that. And Ailey will stay out for the night. Ailey, go ahead and make your perception check.
Perception. What a low rolls today.
It's
Yeah.
only the beginning.
Yeah. It is, in fact, only the beginning. Oh dear. Okay.
You'll know what she probably been up to.
Yeah. Probably just sitting in front of the fire, just marveling at it. Yeah. The huge for Ailey. Or getting extremely drunk, or any of the number of things that Ailey likes to do instead of actually be on watch. Classic Ailey things. But luckily, you did not appear to get attacked in any way during the night, but Ailey has nothing to report at the end of their watch. So
Could be suspicious.
could be. But yeah, who is Ailey waking up for second watch?
Me.
Thragus?
Yeah.
Okay. Thragus, you hop up and Consulate pops up with you. You may now roll your perception check.
Mm-hmm.
And Consulate as well if she's with you.
Bring up his stuff there. Yeah.
Alright. So, you are, sit yourself down in front of the embers of the fire that have finally, gone down to that smoldering stage. Barely an ember in there, and just turn and look every so often and listen out for anything, and just keep an eye on Codswallop while he trotters around and pokes his nose at things. But during your, say, like halfway through your watch, you hear a noise coming from the carriage, like just a dull thud. And you look back to see Micaiah has gotten up, and is like sleepy, teary, like, just woken up, sort of eyed. You're not sure exactly why they've gotten up, but you don't pay them any heed, I imagine, until you notice that they are coming over to you. What are you doing?
Wait, who's coming up?
Micaiah.
Oh, why?
You don't know why.
The immediate change in tone. Oh, why?
But you see that they are they're like in both hands, like sort of trying to hide something, like they're trying to like gift surprise you with something.
Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Is it like how are they hiding it? Like behind their back, or?
They're not doing a very good job. Roll me a perception check. See if you can see what they're holding.
I feel like my passive would, but
Probably, but it's also, night sleepy time. You absolutely can see it. She is holding a bunch of flowers. And you can see that they are from this distance, the way that she's hiding them, you can see that they are brilliantly purple and exactly Jamie's colors.
Can I tell what the flowers are?
Not from here, no. Oh, actually, on a 20? No. Yeah, you absolutely can tell what they are. They are called, they're called Death's Head Lilies. But you know, you don't even have to roll a data check for this one. They're not actually lilies. It's just what people call them because people are dumb. They're actually closer in relation to that of mint and other herbs. But they are slightly magical and very interesting in a way. Let me just bring up my fucking thing if I can. Not open for some reason. Document on these bastards. Yeah, so they're closer to Scuturalia or Lemoniceae, which are, herbs like basil, mint, anything aromatic-y herbs. They aren't like poisonous or anything like that, but they are associated with poisoning because their herby, flavorful nature has been known to disguise any sort of noxious toxin. The particularly interesting thing about them, which is another thing that associates them perfectly with Jamie, is the fact that they only grow on graves of the people who have eaten them recently, and that herbalists the world over have tried desperately to cultivate them in any other way, because they're a tasty herb. People want them, but it's the only way that they've ever been grown outside of a grave has been by magical means. But even then, it's been difficult. So you're not even sure how she's managed to pull that off. If she's used her druidic magic, it would have taken a lot of druidic magic for her to pull this off without having found them somewhere.
I am finding the lore of this in terms of the herbalists who are like, oh, it's just so hard to do. All I'm thinking is, force feed it to someone and kill them?
Yeah, that is basically the way that they've done it so far. But it was more like we want a way of getting them that's not just not just kill people, or not just like feed it to the dying, or like consistently have to desecrate graves to get the stuff. But that's basically what they've had to do, and that's another reason why it's seen as, poisony, evil, spooky, because they literally look like purple skulls that grow on people's graves. It's scary. But she appears to be hiding a bunch and is attempting to secretly gift them to you.
She's standing right in front of me. That's not secret.
Well, this spacing doesn't really match up to where she actually is. She's walking over from the thing. She's probably actually close to 10 feet away from you. So, what are you doing? Are you letting her approach?
I mean, she better not get within 5 feet of me. No one else is around to hold me back.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Well, seeing your gaze and your apprehension to her approach, she stops 5 feet from you and holds out these lilies to you and says, I just want to apologize for, yeah. And she sort of, hangs her head, holds the flowers out. Thrakus?
Well, you've apologized.
Yeah. I don't just want to I don't want you to hate me. I know that we might. I don't necessarily need you to like me, but we have a common goal here, and I really just I want you to know that I won't do anything like that again. I won't stab you in the back or anything like that. And I just wanted to know that there's no real animosity between us. For the sake of everybody else.
Loyalties to you.
I
have
don't.
no reason to not stab you in the back as soon as you walk away. So I advise you keep your distance.
Okay. She puts the lilies down on the ground in front of you and goes back to the caravan. All right. Well, you complete the rest of your watch with no other events. No other issues. Who is going to be taking the next watch? I imagine Varys. Or Jun. Varys?
Either or.
Yeah, I mean, I'll roll for Jun. Right now, makes it easy, I guess. Well, Jun goes on watch. They come back and awaken you, Varys, and seemingly have nothing to report.
Nothing going on?
Nah.
Okie dokie. I have sent you a something, Skelly. Unrelated to what is currently happening.
Perfect.
Just because I got it done.
Nice. Alright. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll your perception check.
19.
Alright. Well, you, I'd say that to get a little bit more height advantage here, you pull up on one of the carriages and sit on top and peer out through the landscape, through the trees. And yeah, you hear nothing, you see nothing. It's a bit odd, actually, when you really think about it, considering how normally active the Feywild seems to be. That it seems an eerie quiet has come over most of it. There's still like the occasional chirp and the rustling of leaves in the wind, but not nearly as diverse a soundscape as you previously had in the Feywild.
It's quiet. Ooh, quiet. Varus narrows his eyes and just scours the landscape, suddenly very mistrustful of everything.
Fair enough. Well, yours is the last watch. Everyone else can awaken. You may all roll your long rests. Yeah.
Is it a new day?
It would, for all intents and purposes, for all intents and purposes, yes, it is a new day.
Good to know.
Ooh, I better mix around my spells.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to check my health when I did that, and I didn't roll any dice. That was lucky.
You don't need to roll dice on a long rest. It heals you back up.
That might be why the option did not come up.
Yes.
Understood.
You just get them all back.
Get it all.
Short rest where you roll your hit dice. Could I, perchance, during the morning activity, make myself some bullets, please?
Sure. If everyone else is fine with sitting around for a little bit while Varus does some tinkering.
Everyone's gonna
If that's
quietly sketch you while, like, with whatever it is you're making from the other corner of the camp, trying to be subtle with my enormously, obviously hard to miss appearance.
Varus is entirely zoned in on what he's doing because it involves gunpowder and he does not want to blow himself up, so he would not be paying attention to that.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's a really good idea if I have my augury prepared.
All right.
It might fucking help.
Might.
I would like to make 5 regular rifle bullets and 5 spicy rifle bullets, if I could, please. I have 10 rifle bullet casings left.
10. So 5 regular, 5 spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Molotovs! Spicy Molotovs. Can Haley make any?
I don't think you've got
She's
any
only
more
got like
bottles.
10 at the moment.
I should
Yeah, I
have
think you-
used some arrows before I slept.
Yeah.
I
I
got
think you.
fucking distracted by Micaiah.
Yeah, right. Fair enough. Yeah, I think you filled up all of your bottles, so I think your Molotov cocktails are at the limit, I'm afraid. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my crafting stuff. Okay. You have. You have a pouch of gunpowder.
I have 1 pouch of gunpowder and a half pouch as well.
True. Cool. Well, roll me a Tinker's Tools check for that 5 of regular old bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you successfully craft 5 regular bullets. That'll use up half a pouch. So
Okay.
half a pouch.
I will get rid of my half pouch.
And then you may roll your Tinker's Tools and then an Arcana check for your spicy ones.
Sorry, I'm just putting in my rifle bullet.
No worries.
And that is 5. Cool. I would like to guide myself for the Arcana check. Can't use it for the Tinker's Tools. And Varys is wanting to create, with these bullets, protection for his allies.
Diction. Okay. Roll that Arcana check.
Will do. Just sorting out my rifle bullet casings. Alright. Sorry, so Tinker's tools first?
Yep.
Ready. Sweet. And Arcana. Nice. So 21 for Arcana on that.
Cool. Okay. Protection. You and allies. Cool. You successfully craft 5 spicy rifle bullets. You can make them 3 question marks.
Okay.
If you don't have that.
We've got a good numbering system here, which is just a bunch of confusion.
I mean, that is what it is. You don't know exactly what they do, so.
Oh, that's fine. Part of the chaos, part of the fun. So, spicy rifle bullets with 3 question marks, it was, you said?
Yeah.
And I have 5 of them. Cool. That is set up. And I will keep my infusions the same as well.
Anyone else doing anything? Guys?
Huh?
Mhm.
Is it?
Anyone doing anything else during the morning?
Nothing I shouldn't have been doing last night while I still had a couple of spells to use.
Fair enough. Cool. Cool. Well, with that, you will watch Varys, prepare a set of rifle bullets, being very careful with his gunpowder and his spice. Just see him with his like a couple of utensils to repack these casings and bullets into themselves. Just get a good squeeze on each of those. For a small man, halfling man, doesn't look like he's got a lot behind him, but when you see him putting these things together, you're like, yeah, he's actually pretty strong.
All things considered.
Yeah. Like, that's definitely
Dead body shouldn't be able to do that.
it's like that's definitely that's a fully grown man, but does not look like that. Anyway, yeah, you'll come back together, have leftover year pound for breakfast, but now you're free to do whatever you like. You know that continuing to head north is the way that you're supposed to be going. You can see through the trees the mountainous ranges to where the Queen of Air and Darkness reside. Yeah. What's the plan?
I wanna throw my augury about heading in that direction.
Okay, go ahead.
Just gotta find it.
Okay. Buh, 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 buh.
I don't know why it rolled.
I don't know what to do either.
Maybe that's
it's
for
yeah,
the
if you,
random thing.
yeah,
if
if you-
I'm rolling it more than
that
twice
is
in a day.
that is exactly it.
Okay.
But for the first time, you don't need to worry about that roll. So, looking at your collection of bones and things that you use to augur with, looking at the results, you are getting both weal and woe.
Bloody helpful. God damn it. Well, at least there's some wheel in there.
That is true.
So, not what we expected, right, guys? It's not just
I
going to be bad, at
expected-
least.
I expected entirely woe, so that's good. It's nice to know that there is some good in there.
Dang, Varys, am I being more positive than you?
I mean, we are in a different plane of existence. A lot of things want to kill us. We're going to meet somebody called the Queen of Air and Darkness. I mean, things aren't looking great, I'll be honest.
I mean, at least there'll be air there.
Yeah. Don't give them ideas, they might take that away.
I really miss the night times.
I miss just the changing of the sun. Like, it's the same time constantly, and it's throwing me off.
The little weird wibbly time moments are freaky.
I mean, I'm getting better at noticing them, but it's not like I can do anything about them.
True.
Do we want to take this caravan? Is it better to take it or to leave it?
I mean, I could throw the augury again if you want.
I'm asking without the aid of religion and spells, just your the humanoid opinions.
Wow.
I can. What?
Don't
What?
want
None of us
Jamie's
are.
advice. Okay. Anyway.
I mean. No, I'd love Jamie's advice if it was actual, like, yes, definitely do this. But I feel like it's probably going to be the same again. Because I could see good and bad things coming as from both taking it and from leaving it.
What?
Well, I mean, the nightmares? Is that what they're
Oh.
called? Are they still there?
Yep, they're still attached to the present transport.
I mean, I don't want to leave the nightmares to just.
Haley wants to take them with her. This was already discovered and
Yeah.
confirmed much before.
Ailey's like, get in, suckers.
That's probably what Ailey's actually doing while you're all talking. She's probably petting them. Let's be honest.
Ferris is looking at the dark, fire-maned horses and thinking, oh, they're probably fine on their own. I don't think anything's gonna fuck with them.
And I'm like, hey, who's gonna take care of them? I say, holding out meat for them. Do you want some?
So
Do they want some?
So, yes. Oddly enough, even though, they don't exactly... You'd think as horses, they wouldn't really have the teeth for meat.
They don't have meat teeth.
Yeah, but when you put meat in front of them, when their mouths open, you don't see a horse's mouth in there. You see a gaping maw, an abyss of horrors for a split second before they snatch up the meat and just chomp it down.
I like you.
Do we... Can we... Heracus,
Mhm.
you speak Infernal, yes?
Yes.
These are like hell horses, right?
I guess so.
Do you think that they respond to Infernal? I don't know if they speak or if we need like magic for it, but can you like
I mean, I can
ask
try
them if they're
Infernal,
okay?
and I can try Abyssal.
Sure, yeah, cover all the bases.
Ailey will just start speaking Draconic as well. I can't remember what else she speaks. I think that's all.
It'll be in her sheet.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
She speaks
is
Common,
languages?
Elvish, Thieves Can't, Comprehend, and Draconic.
So they
They're not
can't.
going to understand Thieves Can't because they can't do the hand actions with them.
Yeah. And the comprehend
but
is just the language for everything because they've got the crown.
the crown that's now fused in
Yeah.
with the
So-
other ones. It's going to be impossible to take off.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if Ailey can understand it, can Ailey tell us what language they would? Well, I guess they've said nothing.
Yeah, they don't seem to speak.
Yet.
You fiends are your favorite enemy, so roll me a nature check.
Okay. I was just gonna start speaking to them in Infernal.
You can certainly try that if you want, but this is just to give you some general from what you've gleaned of fiend things. You understand that a nightmare is a nightmare is like an animal. It would be considered an animal if you wanted to cast speak with animals. That would work. It's like it is a horse of the hells, basically. But yeah, it does seem to understand your infernal. It did seem to lightly respond to your common. Was that meant to be both infernal and abyssal? They look the same.
Yeah. I don't know why they look the same because I did
They're both
switch it.
like that stuff. But yes, they respond.
Both of them make my ears tingle and it feels weird.
Yeah,
I'll try it again.
they respond to both.
Definitely Abyssal.
They seem to like nod.
Yeah, it is.
to-
I guess they use the same alphabet.
Yeah, I think they do. It's fine. But yes,
Rude.
they do. It's easier. Come on. They seemed to nod, like that long bowing nod that they do for both of those languages. So they do seem to understand them both.
Well, now I gotta make sure I feed them more meat. I made promises.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
definitely-
grimaces and gets in the caravan.
Well, so the horses are connected to the prison transport. So they're like magically, so you can tell that the saddles, the straps that hold the horses to the thing are magical to stop them from just disappearing from where they are, like properly lashed to it. Which explains why they're still here and haven't disappeared like the other ones did. But the main carriage that has all of the beds in it does not have any horses lashed to it. But you guys all have horses
Yeah,
that you
but-
could...
But
It
they don't want to
horses
eat my
make-
meat.
your horses don't want to eat your meat for sure. Yes. But
Ailey doesn't want to leave them. She wants more pets.
Yeah,
She's still
but
upset she was never allowed to take any of the cats with her.
yeah, what I'm saying is it's probably going to be nicer for you guys to take both of these carriages and not just all like get
Oh,
on the
yes.
prison transport. So
Yeah, prison transport would be nice for
Okay.
like
In that
excess
case,
gear
Varys
or
will-
Micaiah.
Yeah, but
I can go in it. It's relatively comfy.
You don't have to.
I'm kind of used to it now.
Okay,
Sure.
I mean, if it's your preference. Would you like company?
not-
And I just stare at Micaiah.
Sure.
Ericus, why are you?
okay,
To the horses. Just gonna. Yeah. Nightmares. Anything?
I mean they seem nonplussed. It might be simply that they're not like. I think they understand the concept of getting like meat, getting treats, getting meat, but like the concept of coming with you of doing this stuff, whatever.
I feel like if they're magically bound to that thing, then they're kind of just gonna do whatever as long as we're not dicks to them, I guess.
I don't like that they're magically bound to it.
I mean, but the other ones weren't, and they immediately left.
And if that's what they want to do, they should be able to do that.
Ailey pulls out the
I
dagger
mean,
of
I'm fine with
Skyrim.
that.
Okay.
Whoa,
can
whoa. I'm
probably
pretty sure
just-
we could just undo the straps.
Is that how it works? I thought you just said magically.
Yeah, but like we don't necessarily need to use a very powerful weapon that has like one charge a day, which we may need for something else, like a fight,
We
perhaps.
also need the straps to work if we're gonna, put them on our horses. These guys just disappear.
Yeah. I mean, we do have enough horses to pull them without the nightmares, but if you want to keep them, that's fine.
I want them to want to stay.
Okay.
I'm not here taking prisoners.
Okay.
I
Valen?
mean, these horses
Swe-
seemed
of
fine
swe-
with prisoners.
Of sweet, pretty horses. I will not imprison them.
Well,
Hey, June, can I
they-
borrow your horse, please?
Why?
What?
To pull this caravan?
Why can't
There's
you
no
use your
horses
own?
on this one, right?
No, the way you said that,
Sure.
my god, you're gonna start a fight with John.
Oh, you mean in conjunction with yours? Yes.
Yeah.
Fine,
I mean,
of course.
it's a two-horse pull. It's not like I don't know
Yes,
the boundaries
yes, of
of the magic
course.
that James put on
Yes,
them. But
yes. It just
sorry, I wasn't just going to steal it.
that's what it kind of made it seem like you were doing. So
Oh no, my bad. I thought it was obvious because I was at the front of the caravan, but we can't really see that right now. But that's fine.
yes. Yeah, right. And they pull out their little bone. That's
Phrasing.
yeah. I guess it's probably a wild. It's probably a crazy thing for Emerald Rose to see. Definitely not something that they've seen before. Is each of the currently just Jun and Varys pull out small items. For Jun it is a bone about maybe about 6 inches in length, and for Varys it's a steel rod also about 6 inches in length, and then without saying or doing anything that would contrive to be magical in any way, they extend and morph and change until they have turned into horses. Jun's is a bone horse, entirely skeletal, made out of very shockingly white bone, well cleaned, and Varys's is similarly looks bone, but it is actually seems to be made out of steel. And yeah, when Jun touches his bone horse, it becomes wreathed in shadow and sort of moves and flows around it, much like the fire does on the nightmares.
Jun touches his bone and it gets more emo.
Does indeed. Does indeed.
Oh,
Oh my god.
But yes, with ease you are able to strap these two horses to this main caravan. So, what are you doing with the nightmares?
I'm gonna like untether them
Okay.
and see
As
what
you
they
would-
want to do.
As you untether them, roll me a animal handling check. You untie them. They don't seem to instantly react or do anything. They don't like move away from you or anything.
so maybe they do want to stay?
Or
Or at least they don't care enough to try and
Yeah.
leave?
they don't seem to be. Their general demeanor is they don't care. Like they seemed like they were happy with the arrangement that they were given. It seems that the other nightmares were more yeah. To that they don't move at all. So they seem like they were perfectly fine with the arrangement of being attached to this in this way. But it seems that the other nightmares were more trained to a rider. So when not the rider approached, they went. But these ones are just like, well, we pull this thing. That's what we do. Whoever's leading the reins, fucking, we don't give a shit. As long as we get fed, we're good.
Okay. Then I'll slowly tether them back up and just sort of check in to see if they're cool with that as I go.
Yep. Do not seem to be in pain or anything like that. Still beautifully black and plain wreathed. Something you do notice about them though is that even though you're just fire resistant, the fire on them doesn't seem to burn you at all. Not even like a light tickle.
I assume that's all dependent on if they like me or not. I mean, I don't find it weird because that's just like little Nicky's fire.
True.
So is there enough room between the two vehicles for all of us? Or
Yeah,
should I get
surely.
up on my horse? Or
Oh, so
it
There's
might
sitting
be nice
room-
if I sort of lead the way a bit.
yeah, there's sitting room on each carriage for 2.5 people. So two full-size humanoids and a child or a halfling,
Or a mastiff?
or a
Mastiff's
mastiff.
kind of a human,
Yeah,
like a whole human now.
yeah, I guess on the sort of setting we're looking at. But there is definitely lots of room in the proper carriage for people to hold up in.
If it's got bunk beds and everything.
Exactly. And the prisoner transport will fit one person there's not enough room for another person to be in the back.
Depending on hat size.
Yeah.
I vote
feel what you're
Micaiah's in
saying,
there.
and it feels pointed, just like my hat.
I vote Micaiah is in there.
No, Micaiah can come and sit up the front with me.
Fine, I'm getting little Nicky out.
That's fine.
Okay. Similarly, Bone Horse, but wreathed in flame instead of shadow.
The flaming man.
Mm-hmm.
Those little hooves.
The filet mignon.
Filet mignon, indeed.
All right. Ready
Alright.
to head out?
Cool.
Horses do have proper elven names given to them by their actual owner, my very scary girlfriend. But none of us could remember them, so they all have interesting nicknames.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Can't
Just-
even
just by the
remember
way.
what Ailey nicknamed.
What Haley
I don't
nicknamed the
remember
horse?
Haley named
I
him.
don't either.
I've got it here somewhere.
They're somewhere.
I
Versus
approached the
is
nearest
called
horse.
Mag.
Yeah.
I approached the nearest horse to my location and just be like, "You should be called Peanut."
Better not be little Nicky.
No, it's probably it's probably one of the
There's an
nightmares.
proximity there. It's absolutely little Nicky.
It'll probably be one of the nightmares.
Yeah, right?
Like reaching up as high as I can reach to try and pet their snoots.
Yeah. They accept petting of the snoots.
No. Aw.
All right. Well, you all settle up, in a sense. Get up on your
Saddle up.
your horses. Well, on your carriages of varying sizes. Start to head north. Now, going a little bit faster than you guys were doing,
Hell yeah.
which is nice.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
It's a lot less stealthy.
You are just a lot less stealthy.
Hopefully the aesthetic puts things off from wanting to investigate. Because this is horrifying looking, I'm sure, to see you rolling through here.
Yes, and you imagine, similarly, that if you have truly fought and won against the Wild Hunt, that this is exactly how they travel. Flaming horses, both in the front and the back. I will say that you do remember that they were also somehow you were not sure about the mechanism. They were leading a trail of darkness with them as well.
Yes.
So
Oh, if we want to really pull off the illusion of that, I do have that darkness bomb. I think it only lasts for an hour, though.
Looking through mine, because darkness is one of my tiefling spells.
Yep.
As well. Whoa, yours lasts an hour?
I don't know that it does. I was just guessing.
It lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, it only lasts 10 minutes. It does not
It'll
last
be
an
the
hour.
same for me then. No.
Yeah, it's my magic.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can still do pass
Never
without a
mind.
trace. Because we'll all be within 30 feet of each other, and that lasts an hour.
Hmm.
Yes, you could try and do that.
But also, it doesn't matter if they're magically tracking me.
That is
Yeah.
true. But yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. If they're not magically tracking us, if they're just looking around,
Mm. I mean,
the idea was
my
more
guess
around
is
if
that they're
fuck it, let's just go for it. Things attack us at this point.
yeah, and if they attack us because they think that we're the wild hunt, then we'll just say no, we're not.
Like, wrong dudes. In fact, if you don't like those guys, I have some good news.
we killed them.
We have some, in fact, great news for you.
We killed them and stole their stuff.
You want to see my
So not
Yethound
only-
face?
That could have been taken off of any old man.
That's why it's got the ears attached.
Oh, I didn't see that part. My bad.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Off on an adventure.
Yep. Adventure ahoy.
We
On the road again.
Oh dear.
on the road again.
Okay.
Whistling a little tune.
Fair enough.
Now, lead in the way. Should I do a survival check
Sure.
for navigating?
Navigating.
Thank fuck for my +7.
Yep. I think you also get advantage because it's
Oh yeah, because
favorite
it's
terrain.
it's your favorite terrain.
Yes.
Well, it's multitudes of your favorite terrain. It's foresty
It's layered.
and
fey.
and fey.
Which is how I get the bonus, even though I've never been to the Feywild.
The Feywild is mostly
Still the
covered.
same terrain.
Yeah,
Overlap
mostly
in
covered
logic.
in forest and grassland.
But also
Anyway.
like magical shit.
There's a lot of magical shit. Anyway, yes, you successfully lead everyone through the forest. Partway through the day, probably like again, time is weird, so it's real generalization here. Probably around lunchtime-ish, around when you guys would have, started handing around lunch snacks while you're riding.
Meal time.
Is when you start to notice that the forest is thinning out.
What? Ailey would be getting hyped then,
Yeah.
and like her wings would be like twitching.
Forest is thinning out, and in places where you're expecting smooth footing, you find a bit of a sort of a sand pit instead, and you have to navigate around a little bit, but yeah, still uninterrupted thanks to Thoracus's natural abilities here. But probably around the time that you will have, well, definitely by the time that you guys are ready to go to sleep, the forest completely has given way now to a more deserty sort of thing going on here. It's not like
See, what?
it's not like full on sand, but it's like hard stone, barely anything's growing. You can see very clearly. It's sort of like
How am I supposed to hunt?
sort of like a crag sort of thing going on, and you can see very clearly up into the mountains now, and dead ahead, like it's a very uncomfortable straight shot. You can see towards a very tall castle. Is really all it can be down to, but there's like a center spire of this castle that reaches you imagine similarly in height to that druid tower that you had previously scaled all the way to the top of, but you know it's true height, not the fake height that you were seeing from the outside. And of course, just to add to its ambiance, there appears to be a constant rolling dark storm above it, with occasional thunder strikes. Hitting the top of the spire is the tallest part of it, seemingly unaffecting it, so it must have some sort of lightning capture to stop it from being just blasted by this. Yeah. But there's it's like a corridor of mountains. There's a mountain to each side of you that lead you perfectly funneled towards the walls of this castle. Almost storybook like, in a sense, that you all can all appreciate.
A trap.
Yeah, kind of. But even so, looking out over it, it's still going to be another day's travel. Even though you can perfectly see it from this distance, there's literally nothing in the way from you getting in there, and they will see you every step of the way from wherever they're looking.
We're gonna have to at least be in the forest a little bit longer so we can hunt. So we actually have food for tonight.
Yeah, so you
plus I'm
can
gonna feed these horses.
Yeah, you can go back into the forest within the hour on a horse quickly if you wanted to quickly get some food and stuff. Jun does have some rations, some meals available for most of you, I think. Let me check.
Not for the extras.
True, there are some hangers-on that have gathered since they collected their stuff.
And I'm guessing these two horses can eat a lot.
They can. You don't know the limits of how much they can eat.
I don't think they do either. But they need energy to survive, like, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you still have 6 full meals for you guys to eat. So yeah.
So we still need 2.
Yeah.
Plus horses. Yeah, I better go hunting.
Okay. Cool. Well, while the rest of you mill around, having stopped in the middle of the desert, the Rykus bolts back full speed on their horse into the jungle. Yeah, you may roll your survival check to see what you collect. Yeah. Again, it's pretty sparse. It has been. Yeah, I guess you probably have the advantage. It has been pretty sparse since you ran into the hunt. But you do manage to track down. You do manage to track down some herbage, some roots, which are quite sweet, as well as some fruit growing on a couple of the trees, and you happen upon a nest of beetles. Roll me a nature check. See if you know what kind of beetles these are. With a 13, you are not sure. and it's interesting that they have nested like this. But you know that fey creatures are a bit fucking weird a lot of the time. What's interesting about them is, well, obviously the nesting, coming together as a cohesive group that you can snatch up for the purpose of eating if you want to. But the particularly interesting thing about them is that a couple of them, the larger of them that you find, have like a bronze sheen to them in the light, which you think you would have heard of before, but nothing springs to mind. But unless they're like, deadly poisonous, they're probably fine. But I'd say you would at least grab them and bring them back just to give them the science before you decide whether or not to eat them.
Normal sized beetles, or are they giant?
They're not giant. They're like they're probably about like
regular. Wait.
Regular sized insects.
Size.
I know, it's crazy. The biggest ones are about like the size of your palm.
Oh, sweet.
Ailey would be fascinated.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
You've seen regular
size.
You've seen
and would
regular
be
sized insects on this before.
Like, be like moving your head, and like well, okay, I don't know how many, but Red Dwarf, when fucking Crichton's turned into a human, and he's like, manual zoom, I see.
Yeah, manual zoom.
Should be like, what the fuck? And just like following Thoricus being like, the fuck?
Anyway.
So I definitely can't find anything that is meat.
No, there's no game or anything like that. You can find not even any unicorns.
You could always eat the bugs.
Yeah, that's the only real protein that you found.
Well, like, Thoricus isn't bothered with that, but I've made a promise to some horses, so they're gonna have to get my rationed meal that I assume has meat in it.
It did, yes.
Yep. Because I made a promise.
Fair enough.
You made a promise in the Feywild? What the fuck?
Well, okay, I said, okay, it wasn't a promise, it was a bargain. It was, I will feed you meat. Is this acceptable for you to come with us?
Just a promise with extra steps.
I mean, I never said how often I would feed meat.
That's true.
And
Okay.
I had already fed meat, to be fair, but this is an ethical
As long as
thing.
it was a single party bargaining thing, like you
Yes, it's
didn't
just-
bargain
it's
on
just
behalf
me.
of us. Okay, cool.
Just me.
Good.
And
I
there
mean,
were nowhere near enough
I mean-
parameters for this to be like a whole thing later.
Yeah.
Besides, they're not fey creatures.
I don't fiends like contracts and things.
We signed nothing.
Okay, cool. I mean, I also don't eat as much as this meal was designed for an average person, and I am a halfling, so they can probably have some of mine if you like.
That is up to you.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Though we should probably feed the hag child first.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. You give them a full meal.
Mhm.
The horses and the hag.
And
Well,
the child.
how much she will eat.
Oh, she'll eat a whole feast. She'll eat a whole meal. Don't you worry.
Okay, but not however much, but of one single ration.
Yeah, she'll eat a modest meal to herself.
She can take my meal. I'll just eat some of the stuff you've gathered. That's fine.
Okay, so we're eating the stuff I've gathered, and then so one other person would need to eat stuff that we've gathered with us because we've given away one thing to the horses.
Micaiah will offer her meal to somebody.
Cool.
Well, that'd be to Several rows, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I foraged pretty well.
You did.
Bugs are great.
Indeed.
Though I would cook one and very carefully inspect it before eating. So, is it investigation or insight?
I mean, you're gonna go through the rigmarole of it. I would say to check for its edibility, roll me another survival check at advantage,
Guidance.
and you can have guidance. So it's a total of 24. So you spend the time with a couple of the beetles, cook one up and you know, break open, check through all of its bits, see if there's any venom or stinger or anything like that you need to worry about. Doesn't seem to be a problem. Cooking one up and trying it kind of tastes like chicken.
What a weird tasting beetle.
Yeah. But once you've certified that it's okay, you offer it to Varys and Micaiah. Well, I guess you just offer it to Varys, and then Micaiah gets some from Varys, because I doubt you're gonna give it to her.
Yeah, there's no
Yep.
way I'd completely offer it to her. It's more like
Va-
probably would have been
Varys
putting them on a
immediately
leaf.
offloads his.
Yeah.
Yep.
Could I at least keep the shiny carapaces?
Yeah, for sure.
You
You
said
have
they were
no-
shiny.
Yep. So, out of all of them, you get maybe 5 that are shiny still. It's only like the very largest ones that seem to extrude that.
Cool. So I'll add that to my inventory. So you said they were bronzy?
Yeah, they're bronze colored. Like they're even like shiny bronze, like a bronze shield, but tiny. I mean, if anybody else wants to roll a nature check, see if they know what they are.
No.
It's up to them.
Just for the hell of
Hey,
it, why
will
not?
be like, the fuck is this?
That's true.
Nope.
She's probably not
Nope.
gonna fucking know anything, but alright.
We'll
nature,
see.
was
Give
it?
it a go.
Yeah.
And she like bugs.
And it
It's
bugs.
a bug. She knows that much.
I mean, it's a shiny bug.
Yeah. Does she know if it's possible to crush up the shells into eyeshadow? Is basically the as much
dear.
as she would know. You know, Egyptian style.
Yeah.
Nay or nay.
You've never heard of this bug, so you're not sure.
Okay.
Besides, Thrakus has claimed all of the shiny carapaced ones.
Yeah, you'd have to try me for it. How much? They wouldn't weigh much.
No.
So much of my stuff, I'm like, there should be a weight to this.
Yeah, you've got a lot of just random stuff. But a lot of it is just like, I can't.
Oh, did I accidentally put that in backpacks? Can I put this in loot? Oh, fuck's sake. I'll fix it later.
Yeah,
Does it matter?
it doesn't really.
Yeah.
We get a bunch of hoarders in this group. That's fine.
Yeah, just so many inventories that are full of stuff. Anyway, yes,
I collect tiny things, though.
you do indeed.
I tend to deflesh them. Or debone them, either or.
Wow, that's true. All right, so you get your shit in a circle, get your caravans, and in a rough circle around. Light another bonfire, I guess, and have your meals of different qualities. Yeah. Those of you who are eating beetles and roots and fruit. It's kind of like a chicken salad with the way that the beetles taste. It's kind of interesting.
And beetle shit into chicken salad.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's a whole nother day spent on your travels. But you know that you are extremely close. That basically looming over you constantly now is the castle that you can only imagine contains the Queen of Air and Darkness. If this one doesn't, you can only imagine the horrific side of the next biggest one that does contain her.
As the next morning rolls around, Varus is going to change one of his infusions, if that's okay.
That is perfectly fine. Yes. I would say, because you're like well into the opening of this mountainous range at this point, that it's going to be very easy for you guys to be on watch. So I won't bother doing the whole one by one thing. You may all roll your perception checks right now.
Cool.
See if anything happens during the night. I'll see if you see anything happen during the night. Anybody else? Perception checks? Thrakus?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe I'll finally roll a decent number.
Maybe.
Ah, there
Hey!
You did it. Good job.
you go. He's like, is there more fucking shiny bugs? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Alright. So, throughout the night, yeah, none of you notice anything approach, with eyes mainly off in the direction of the castle and of the forest. Nothing seems to change throughout any of that. And again, it is eerily quiet where you are, mainly just the howling of wind around the mountains, and the occasional boom from the lightning far from the distance. Yeah. Good times. While you all sleep, though, can I get you all to make me wisdom saving throws?
Okay, but I do want to do something for a long rest.
You may.
If I can.
You absolutely may.
Did I do the thing?
Didn't I?
Rolled it.
Did you? Don't see it.
Oh, lost connection to server. Oh no, is it gonna
Oh, no.
boot me?
Hope not.
I don't think it's actually rolled my thing though.
No, I see it. Oh no, that's something else. Ah, I see a
Well, that
wisdom.
was what I just rolled.
Yeah, I see a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
But shall I?
Yeah, roll your. What were you trying to do?
I wanted to make more of my bespelled arrows.
You spelled spell arrows.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna need to roll an Arcana check.
Varus can assist with making them if you want advantage.
Yes.
I think I'll be okay. Because I feel like Varus would be doing his own thing too.
He made bullets the night before. I think
Yeah.
He's good as is.
That's all good.
Okay. What are you attempting to put into these arrows?
I love that I've called it this and I have no clue what it actually is.
Oh my gosh.
Flamio.
That's your
I'll roll it.
sacred flame.
There you go. Flamio.
Okay.
That's why I call it that. Cause
Yeah.
ew.
Kitten camera.
Yes, there's a kitten camera.
There's a kitten camera where?
Sorry, recording. You're not getting kitten camera. It's just for us.
Very cute.
You gotta edit in just a picture of the kitten briefly.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna spend time doing that for a 2-hour video. Anyway, anyway, yes, you successfully create 3 arrows of sacred flame.
Sweet. Yes, that's under consumables. Good.
Cool.
Sorry, it was a wisdom save you were asking for, right?
Yes, and then once you're done, wisdom saving throw, please.
You don't have to tell me anything other than this, but I'm asking for the sake of transparency. Is this a fear effect of some sort? Because if it was, I would have advantage. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that is the intention behind it.
Okay. Hey, not that I need it.
Yep.
But there's no fear.
Yep. And Ailey, can you roll a wisdom saving throw, please?
Is that me too?
Yeah, you got a 3.
I believe you already did it.
Yeah, 3 from 3 from April Rose, 12 from Thoracus, 22 from Verse, a 10 from Jen, and a 12 from Ailey.
And oh,
I mean, the console didn't need a roll, but sure.
Excuse me.
Well,
Yes, he
the spell simply
He's
wasn't.
already a brave boy.
Yeah, the spell simply wasn't targeting you, I'm afraid.
How speciest.
Yeah, no. Pretty sad of them to do that. But I will say that all of you except for Varus failed this wisdom saving throw.
I thought so.
Why am I not surprised?
Just how these things go.
And yet I am not.
Where is this thing?
Beetles are so pretty.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, throughout the night,
You have put some beetles in a jar or something, right?
and they've just collected the carapaces of the ones that were shiny.
Yeah. We sucked out the delicious chickeny goo.
Yeah.
It's just their carapaces.
Okay.
So like they're
So long
they're
as
they're little wing shield thingies that are all pretty and shiny.
Yeah. Ailey is definitely gonna try and crush those and make like some kind of glittery eyeshadow at some point.
She'll have to steal them from me.
Yep.
Ailey would have definitely picked up some as well. Well, you wouldn't have been able to get all of them at once.
Well, there was
think-
5 total.
And it was when Thoricus went to go and get us food, which we all
Ah.
stayed back for that.
Yeah, it was
because
just me.
Thoricus is the hunter.
All right. Well, guess when Ailey's on watch, she's stealing a bug.
Okay.
If the Rikus isn't handing them over, she'll get one herself.
I mean, if she doesn't ask nicely.
Wait, are we all
Jeez.
still awake? Who's on? Who? Like, we slept yet?
We are currently failing something.
Yeah, you currently
Yeah.
failed the wisdom saving throw
like-
for your sleep.
So
Basically, I just had you
bedtime.
guys just do your I had everybody do their perception checks because couldn't be bothered doing the whole fucking one at a time thing again. Because
Yeah.
you're out in the open anyway, so pretty much whatever.
Mhm.
But yes, all of you have, except for Varys. No, I guess Varys still has this.
What?
All dream tonight of a
Oh no.
of a
Dreams again.
yeah, of a beautiful elven woman
Ooh.
who stands very tall over you, an looming sort of presence.
So
Not
no different to Thoricus than
yeah, pretty
from
much.
regular dreams.
Yeah. Not Jamie.
Daydreams don't count.
Yeah, not Jamie for this. Just a beautiful elven woman. Who basically just says, "I know you're there," and then turns into a horrific visage of tentacles and darkness, and that forces you all to wake up, except for Varys, who just goes into another dream and is fine.
Varys waves and then goes to a different
Yeah,
dream.
it's like, yeah, I've done this before.
Been there, done that.
Yeah,
It's Varys's kink.
yeah. Which does mean that the rest of you take 7 points of psychic damage. I'll apply that for
Take that
you.
off of me, right?
Okay, I won't.
And yeah, if you'd actually needed to sleep, you would not have got the benefits of that. But luckily, you guys still had all your spell slots and all that stuff. But
Not quite all of them, but yeah.
yeah, but I'm not awakening with them. I'm not awakening well this morning. Oh, and Micaiah made the save too. Nice.
Cool.
She is fine too. And it doesn't seem to have. Those of you who do wake up notice everybody else waking up to this. But you'll notice that
Varys is still snoring.
yeah, you notice that Varys and Micaiah and Angela all seem to be unaffected. Same with Codswallop. He's only startled by the fact that Thoricus wakes up. Yeah. But otherwise you guys will get your regular rest. And
So we like short rest.
you may roll a short rest now if you want to get those hit points back before everybody else wakes up. But that's up to you.
Yep.
Fair.
How does one press that button?
So on your sheet, next to your hit points, it's hit dice. S rest is short rest, and L rest is long rest. If you click the short rest button, it'll come up and ask you if you want to use hit die. And you can use as many as you like to regenerate as many as you like. And they will come back after long rests, obviously. It's only half come back these days. Half of your total.
So,
We're
If
gonna
our
hide-
rolls are still completely privately rolling, is that a choice?
I guess so. At the bottom of your chat window, you can change your default roll mode to public if you want.
There you go.
yeah, just above the languages.
If that helps, I feel much better now.
Fantastic.
Good.
Cool. All right.
Alrighty. I'm going to switch over my infusion when I wake up, please.
Go right ahead.
Cool. You see Varys sort of sitting there tinkering with his shield, and he removes the magic that has been covering it so far, and aligns some scrap leather and wires into a weird sort of band-looking thing. And he's going to use an infusion to create goggles of night, because we're heading into a place filled with darkness and he can't see otherwise.
Fair enough.
You see like an orange and blue glow come over these tints on the goggles, and he puts them on. So now he has dark vision out to a range of 60 feet.
So cool!
Hell yeah.
Stuff.
Artificers are badass.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Mhm.
Do some pretty cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, you're now heading off towards the castle. You're all so traveling with the caravan, yeah? Just rehitch up the horses and keep
Yeah.
moving.
On
Yep.
the road again.
Alright. I mean, you can assume from that dream you all had last night that that she knows you're coming, but
Yeah, I bet she was always going to
Yeah.
know we were coming, right?
yeah. But you know, there are things you could do. Obviously. But
Well, I guess we all had the same dream then. Great. If anybody would like to have a look through the bag of holding, in case there's anything that if people aren't attuned to items, then maybe they can. It might be helpful, just in case.
Would you be comfortable with me attuning to the item I want to attune to?
You want to attune to the sword?
To Mother's approval.
I mean, we didn't get the. Speaking out of character, Varys didn't get a good or bad feeling off of it, right?
basically,
In
yeah.
terms of like, in comparison to the Longsword of Vengeance, which was definitely evil.
Yeah.
If you would like to, then go ahead.
Very much like to. Especially looking at its description now. Oof. This is a sexy sword. So, Skelly?
Alright, go ahead and attune to it. It's going to take a few minutes, but I guess you do that in the morning while you're short resting and all that.
How do I do that on this sheet?
You just right click on it, I think.
The little gear?
Yeah, the little sun. If you right click
Yeah.
and go attune,
There we go. Oh, is it supposed to be a sun? I always thought
it
was
is supposed to be a little sun, I think. I have no idea.
a black sun?
Oh my god. Holy shit. Anyway, yes. So that's your max attunement now.
Yeah.
But yes. So, I guess you will all see the Rikus sit down pull this bone longsword from where they were stowing it on their back and just sit with it for a couple of minutes, and yeah, you've all attuned to things before. You know what the deal is here. You see them attuning to this sword. What you guys don't see or notice, and only Thrakus does, as you are attuning to the sword, just slowly you become more and more aware of an additional presence. Like you can feel just like sort of an extra sensory sort of thing. Even with your eyes closed, you can feel where everyone is around you. You can sense that, Varys is over there, Ailey's over there, and people are around you in general. As you are holding the sword, you can feel someone slowly coming into shape behind you. Not like a scary, like over the top presence, but like there is someone standing there behind you that wasn't there when you were starting this attunement. And once you've fully attuned, and feel the magic from the sword flow into you as well as back through you as that sort of endless attunement cycle, you are now fully aware of there just being a presence behind you, like a man standing behind you.
A man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Even more
something of that,
But
something of that presence.
Unfamiliar.
An unfamiliar presence.
Yeah.
You would say the size of a man.
A man-shaped presence.
Yeah.
Ailey would definitely have knives ready.
Well, once you open
Ailey
your
can't
eyes, yeah,
Feel it.
yeah, and no one else can see this, can feel it or see it. Only Thrakus
okay.
can feel it.
Right. I was like, presence of a person.
Yep. But when you open your eyes and you're fully attuned and you look, there is no one there. But yet you still feel them.
While y'all are doing attunements and strange things in camp, sketching the castle in the distance with some lightning striking it, and just remarking out loud to myself occasionally, "No place like home."
There.
Oh, you're gonna get along with Ailey.
Ailey will probably pull out her sketchbook and draw the beetle. And then we'll be getting some of the elven glitter and like smearing it over the charcoal. It'll probably become in like a big smudged mess. In this case.
Big smudged glittery mess. Alright.
Yeah. And then she'll like redraw, but she'll be drawing the shiny beetle. She doesn't care about environments and stuff. She only draws other dragons and interesting shiny things.
Fair enough. But yeah.
And
Thrakus,
the
you
robots, I guess she draws them too.
You do
'cause
draw
they're
them a lot.
shiny and interesting.
do draw them a lot. But yeah, as you finish attuning, you pick up the sword, hold it as you normally would. Yeah, you feel its energy course through you. You know that you know all the facts about it now, that even you innately know them now, like a presence in your mind. It's not just facts that Varys told you. You know now from connecting with the sword, that you can speak these additional well, you can, even though you already had two of them, you can speak an additional language out of the three of them, and that if you ever lost the sword, that it would return to your hand at will, and that if you are ever hit by a melee attack, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack back
With advantage.
with advantage. Once per wrist. Yeah. But otherwise you still feel that extra presence. Now that with your eyes open you can't place it, but it just feels like there's one more person here than there actually is.
Excellent.
But has not yet seemed to have spoken up.
This is giving third man syndrome vibes.
Fair enough.
Like, but yeah, do I get a vibe off of this dude? Just neutral?
Um,
Can I do a vibe check?
sure, roll an insight check. So it feels from the nature of the sword itself, you get the sense that this presence is innately related to the fact that it's in a dormant state. So it seems like it's also still dormant. So the presence is there, the sentience is there, but it's not yet activated. It's not awake.
It is
It's
a
like
shadow of its former self.
exactly. So it's not quite ready. But so it's
But you're baked.
yeah. It's like it's slumbering, like it's a sleeping presence.
Aww.
You just gotta wake them up.
With blood. Or something, I don't know.
That you don't know yet.
It's usually blood.
Could be.
So, is everyone done with things? Are we traveling now? Does Jun need to do anything?
I don't think Jin needs to do anything. But if they want to when they're back, they can say that they did it.
Yeah. But we'll hold that action for
Yeah, hold whatever they did. Anybody else before we head off? No? Okay,
Nope.
cool. Well, you will settle up and head off in the direction of the Queen of Air and Darkness's castle. Again, it is a full day's journey, even though you can see it straight off in the distance. It is yeah. It's a difficult journey, simply by how monotonous it is. It is a boring trip. Literally nothing happens as you make your way up to it. But
let's play a game of I Spy.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with M.
A mare?
No? Of course, Angela is first on as soon as it was suggested. Anyone else?
Magical castle?
No?
Awesome.
Starts with an M.
That's what yeah. M, not H, silly.
Micaiah.
No?
Magic tree.
I can't see any of those.
Malevolence?
Malevolence? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, sure. Good. That's good. Glad to hear that.
Me.
Freya
No.
never enters your lexicon.
Okay.
Money?
No. Do you need a hint?
Moss.
Ponies.
Yeah.
Probably a hint.
They're on either side of us.
Oh god.
Money.
Varys loads his gun.
What do I see?
And then, like, it'll dawn on Ailey, maybe, that monkeys?
Oh god, no.
She'll say, no, not monkeys. And as you guys are like, oh my god, what does she see? We don't see looking by the side of you, guns out, ready to go.
Yeah.
You realize that you're in a valley. On either side of you are mountains.
She's like, it's so bad.
Now, Ailey's like, oh god, if it's not money, it's something here to take my money.
Pretty much, I was like, men?
Oh my god.
He had to look around.
Mages. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. That's amazing. Like, I knew, like,
The scary castle, of course we're worried.
I love how, like,
And stolen vehicles.
I love the trope that, like, that Dungeons and Dragons trope that, like, the party will not figure out even a simple puzzle. And I literally had a child play I Spy with you guys.
I thought it was a flat plane with the castle there. I forgot it got like
Yeah.
tunneled in with mountains.
I thought we were still like, in a foresty flat plane, like trees out, kinda. Realized we were in a valley.
Yes, the
Oh,
forest had thinned out into a deserty sort of crag
I
area.
mean, hey, look, to be fair, we're on the same map still.
That
Like,
is
it's
fair.
only so
That
much
is
my
fair.
brain
I
can,
haven't
like-
shifted that up. You're right.
We're also horrifically paranoid about being
Yeah.
attacked constantly.
That
so...
is also fair. Yeah, you're 100% correct. Well, the mountains
Got
attack you. Roll
priorities.
initiative. Anyway, no.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
They're not actually
Oh,
mountains.
we all die.
It's actually mountain-sized giants. Anyway, no. You successfully make it. Oh,
All of us are too embarrassed to play I Spy again.
yeah.
So
You win, Angela. Well done.
Yeah,
I'm
what do I
from-
win?
if in my country, if you win, you have to be quiet for the whole of the rest of the coach journey. I used to win a lot. That's how I know.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh.
that's not how we play. Here, Angela, have a gold. Hands her
What?
over a gold piece.
Oh,
That's not how it's played.
I don't know what was playing for
When-
keeps.
Yeah, you didn't get money. You just had another go. The winner, whoever wins, gets to do it again.
Oh.
Why not both?
Because now I want to play again so I
Go.
can have some keeps.
Yeah, how do we know
Oh,
who's
that-
fair to go next? What if we run out of time during the journey?
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
No, it's a you problem. You started this. You need to give everyone a gold coin now.
That's not how
What?
fair competition works.
Nobody else won. So, no, I don't.
Then
Only
you
one
wanna make
person
sure
won, so
everyone
one
gets a
person got
chance
gold.
to win.
No. My
Well,
only issue
maybe
with
we'll
this is the stakes were not made clear before we started.
Uh-huh.
I just decided the stakes at the end.
That's not how it works.
I see. You're not an
Foreigners
honorable man, you're fickle.
change.
Sure, why not?
Ailey will like turn to Thoricus like, even Thieves Guild has better fucking honorability than this.
Bet he wouldn't have given us a gold piece.
I bet.
I'll give you a gold piece right now to stop talking about me like that.
Okay.
Cool.
Ailey will
There's
hold
hands
on
over
her
a
head.
gold.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't want this kind of energy following us into the castle, so whatever. Take my gold.
Yeah,
I don't
alright.
give a shit.
Are there often competitions like
Percent
this
on
to
another
earn
gold.
gold?
How do I get more
Usually,
gold?
usually we do like a big task for a friend of ours who has a lot of gold, and then we strong arm them into giving us the gold because they didn't really want to give it to us, but we did the thing that seemed kind of impossible.
Oh.
They
So
usually
you've
promise
taken
us
me
gold
prisoner
first.
and your bullies?
Hmm.
Cool.
No,
Yep. Sure, why not?
look, you don't have to come with us.
You asked if I was good in a fight. You seemed that you wanted me to come along.
You seemed
I
like
would
you
have-
wanted to come along. Now we're taking you prisoner?
You were the one who said you took me prisoner. Now I'm confused.
What? What?
I believe that was
When?
said.
Who?
Ailey, I think, said when we
What
got
did
them
I
out.
say?
You said that they were our prisoner now.
No, I said only if they don't do the if they're not the goods, then we prison them again.
Ailey, we're not good.
No, I
Oh,
mean like if they don't do
Speak for
good with
yourself.
the helping with us. If they go against us, then they're our prisoner.
Which just
I don't
means they're
know,
a prisoner either way.
No, because if they don't go against us, then it's fine.
I don't know
If they
about
don't
all
go
of you,
against us,
but I
then they're
feel
coming
like
with us, which means that they're our prisoner.
It was their choice to come on those terms.
They seem to think that they're our prisoner.
Then I guess they are going
Yeah,
against
go.
us, and we should probably put them back in the prison
we
carriage.
should probably
Hey!
take them prisoner for sure. Yeah. I see where this is going. I'm cottoning on. I get it.
Oh my god. Ailey, remember
Yeah.
how we very clearly gave the nightmares free choice?
Yeah.
We should very clearly give Avril Rose free choice.
Yeah, you have the
But-
free
but
choice to step
he's
off of
not
the
an
caravan and
animal.
go back, or join us on this hellish journey.
That looks like a long way to walk.
It is.
I think I'll stay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
There we go. Sorted.
Ailey?
No
Perfect.
longer prisoner from the people who bully the money out of the people who I don't know yet. Cool. Awesome.
We didn't. What? We didn't bully money out of people.
You said you get it out of a person.
Oh,
That's
oh,
okay.
they
We'll
usually.
get
Sorry,
there
yes.
eventually.
Thraikis did mention during that they usually do offer us the money, but it's like you do the thing and you come back and get the money. But the
It's
things
like a
that we
job.
do are usually life-threatening. So, yeah,
Which is why they don't like to pay us in advance.
So
yeah,
we have
because
to make
otherwise they're
threats
just
on
sending
people's
gold
lives
out
for
the door.
money? Your
Oh, we
country
don't.
is strange.
We don't threaten their lives. We just point out that we did the thing, and they usually grumble as they hand us the money.
Huh.
Hmm.
Where I'm from, you just do stuff because you can't escape otherwise.
Oh, that's rough.
I mean, that's kind of how it was back in, like, everyone in the village just does stuff.
Oh.
And we did it because
But
it was how
out
we
of the
survived.
village with the humans, that's when you start to need gold, because they don't, do good at hunting and stuff when they're young, so they have to be provided for a lot longer.
Fair enough.
I'm seriously considering just going back into the woods by myself.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Anyway, you are now 2 days travel from that. So, well, no,
I know, I'm not.
a day,
no,
a
I
full
said-
day,
I
sure.
said just. Thraikis is contemplating her life choices right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, you after all of this have found yourselves at the base of the wall that makes up the outer wall of this castle. It stretches from the mountain to your left to the mountain to your right, which is probably at least a good 2 days journey on either side, if you wanted to go right up to the to the mountains on either side of you. This is a massive wall, absolutely massive. And even so, you can still see over top of it the spire that spirals up into the clouds above, and is still very occasionally being struck by lightning. But it seems somehow you perfectly navigated from where you were in a straight line right up to the middle of this wall, and have made it perfectly where the gate is. It is seemingly improbable that that would have happened, but it's up to you guys whether or not you question that.
Ailey is just very confused right now.
Probably pretty low down the list, honestly.
Fair enough. But yes, you stand in front of this black wrought iron gate that is probably like 300 feet tall by like 800 to 1,000 feet wide, and the wall that it's inset into is similarly black, but is made out of like black stone brick, and it's just as high, to the point where you're not able to really see over top of it. You can see that there is like fires burning on either side of the gate, possibly from torches, possibly from actual fires, probably bonfires.
Ailey will be kind of flexing her wings a bit,
Yeah, at 300 feet high, it's gonna be a bit for you to get up and down. So, if you want to do that, that's up to you.
You should definitely be kind of readying yourself to potentially do it. Because, she's been cramped in a forest for a while now.
That's fair.
Do we want to knock on the gate? She said that she was expecting us. No takers?
Is that what we do? We know?
Okay.
Is
Well,
there-
I mean,
is
it seems like the polite
Yeah.
thing to do, yes?
Yeah. I mean, what
I
else
don't
are we
mind
gonna
being
Are
the
they
one
do?
to
gonna
do it.
hear us? Is there maybe a bell or something?
I don't know. I'll go have a look. Paris will hop down and inspect the gate for any mechanism of knocking or letting people know that they're there.
All right. Where you stand at the moment as a halfling to a 300 by 1,000 foot door, you don't really see a lot. But I would say if you mounted your horse and actually went up and down the length of it, I'd get you to roll an investigation and see if you can find anything.
Why not? We've got the cart there, so yeah, he'll take Mag off there and go for a wander. Yeah. Could have been better. Could have been worse.
Could have been.
Threads of fate were unspooling in front of me.
Yeah, you trek up and down the length of this gate. You do not see any sort of mechanism. It is jagged and barren. It seems to be designed explicitly in mind with keeping people away, keeping people out, to the point where there's massive chunks of it that have been sort of angled off so that if anyone tried to use a battering ram or anything like that, that it would, the jagged edges of it would deflect that sort of attack. It
Brace
is
against siege weaponry sort of thing.
exactly, and it seems, even on that low investigation, you sense that it is slightly magical in some sense as well. It's the level that you're not sure, but it is. Yeah, you do not see anything that would indicate a door knocker or a buzzer or anything like that.
Okay. Varus will canter back to the middle of the door, the center of it, and just knock. Hello?
Haley will just be like, hi!
Yep.
Okay, all right. So you see Varus just little fist against big gate, and you hear Ailey, hi. Anybody else trying anything? Thrakus? Everrose?
Everyone's noticing everyone else calling out and is just relentlessly confused as to why they're trying to announce their presence so loudly. They're just gonna hang back.
Yeah. Thrakus? Anything?
I don't know. I don't know what this lady wants. I know we want to meet her.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I don't know how to bargain with her or whoever's in charge of these gates.
All right.
I'm not a people person.
That's fair. Well,
If there's no response, is there no response?
there is seemingly no response from either of those things.
Ailey will kind of like look over to Theritis, being like, can't you do that like traveling voice thingy or something?
Yeah, I can. So I can create a sound that originates from a point within 30 feet of me. So
That's like
You can make your voice
Wait,
incredibly
wait.
loud as well.
is this giant door locked?
you have no idea. There doesn't seem to be any mechanism for like opening it or anything. Varus already looked.
Then I will attempt to use my thaumaturgy to make the door fly open.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because that is a thing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Technically, that is a thing. It does just say an unlocked door or window. I'd say for the nature of this, you are a wisdom-based caster. Can you please roll me a wisdom ability check?
Am I wise in doing this?
Now just see how powerful you're able to get this off on.
It's not super powerful.
You do it, and you can feel the magic come out of you, and you can see like the tiniest quiver in the middle at your attempts to do that. It doesn't seem like it seems like it's technically an unlocked door, and it wanted to try it,
But I really needed higher than that.
but it's either extremely heavy, which it definitely is a giant iron door, or is magically inclined not to simply open at the casting of thaumaturgy.
Okay.
But with that, I will say that Angela notices you guys all trying these things, especially the loud yelling and all that, and come out and go, "Can I have a try?"
Yeah, sure. Be careful, though.
And she from somewhere again she unsheaths her long gray staff, and 3 quick strikes against the door that seem like normal, just knocking strikes, but reverberate loudly across the entire thing, like it's like the iron door. It's like a gong in a sense. Boom, boom, boom. You'll hear that very clearly, and the door, you hear a mechanism click into place, very large mechanism somewhere, and then it starts to lift off of the ground.
Good work.
Thank you.
Very well done. Here. And Ferris will hand her another gold.
Oh,
Good job.
Handing
Back on
out
his
gold
horse.
like it's candy. Not even like it's silver or copper. Full on gold.
There has been no point at which I have cared about the relevancy of coin.
Except for when you want your fancy guns.
Yeah, that's the only time. But that's why I also have, like, no money constantly. I
Guns
get
and
gold,
gifts.
it goes into one pocket, I take it out of that pocket, and put it into somebody else's hands.
I'm a hoarder, aren't I? I hoard everything. I'm as bad about shiny things as Ailey.
Varys just looks at you. Don't say that about yourself. That's blatantly untrue.
I feel like I'm
Ailey will
just,
just be
it's hard
like,
to impress
"What?"
me. I think it's hard to impress me. I barely ever buy stuff.
Ailey would fist fight somebody for a quartz crystal.
I mean, I
Yes.
would for the fun.
Yeah.
anyway,
Depends on why we're in this situation as to whether I would. Because it's
True.
not about the copper.
that is true.
The,
No,
the
'cause
meaning
Ailey's
behind the
not-
copper. Ailey, it's just the copper.
Yeah, copper is her color.
Yep.
That's fine.
Very much so.
That's mine. It belongs to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, as this door is rising, what are you guys doing? Are you getting back on your horses, or?
I mean,
We're not leaving them behind.
Okay. Well, as it gets up Varys height level, Varys can see underneath it, to see what's behind it, and can see that there are a lot of knights, all standing at attention on the other side of this gate. And that is where we're going to finish up for tonight.
Nah, for fuck's sake.
It's 10:30.
That is 10:30.
everybody hears in their heads. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're a threat or not. She is expecting us, apparently.
Yes. Doesn't know you're here.
We're here to be envoys.
Mm.
But sometimes envoys are unwelcome. So,
Yeah.
the whole don't shoot the messenger is because a lot of people do.
Mm. You are kind of also riding in their carriage of their, men that they very clearly sent out.
I'm hoping that she's gonna find it impressive. 'Cause
Guess we'll find
you
out.
know, she's a fairy queen. She's gonna have a bit of ruthlessness to her.
That is true.
Tap out
We
and go bed team, but no nice.
Oh yeah. Good
Good
night.
night.
Sorry, we went over.
All right. Thanks for the games, people. End the recording.
I'm gonna go
Next
deal with
time.
a lot of pain. So
Bye.
I'm
Very
gonna run
well.
away.
Goodbye.